So, you're thinking about a trip to Thailand. I mean, who isn't? You see those pictures of the golden temples, the unbelievable food, that turquoise water. It's just one of those places that gets into your head. But as you start actually planning, there's probably another little thought that creeps in. A question that, well, probably brought you right here. And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is Thailand safe? You see all the amazing stuff, but then maybe you hear some stories or you see an official government warning and you start to wonder. Look, it's a totally fair question, and today we're going to break it all down. Because this is the exact paradox, right? On one side, you've got the dream trip, temples, beaches, culture, food, the whole experience. And on the other side, you have these doubts, the warnings, the talk of scams, and some statistics that can look pretty alarming. So how do we make sense of it all? All right, let's just dive right in and start by decoding those official warnings, because once you understand the context behind them, you're already halfway to traveling with a whole lot more confidence. Okay, so as of July 2024, governments like the US and the UK do have advisories out there. But here is the single most important thing to notice. Where are they talking about? The do not travel zones are super specific. We're talking about the deep southern provinces right on the Malaysian border where there's been a long-running insurgency and a little strip of land near Cambodia. Now, what's not on that list? Exactly. Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai, Koh Samui, pretty much everywhere you're probably planning to go is nowhere near these zones. Now, here's a number that, it'll make you do a double take. Thailand's road fatality rate is one of the highest in the world. I mean, it's way higher than in the US and more than 10 times higher than in the UK. Looking at that number by itself, it's honestly pretty scary. But, and this is a huge but, you have to look one level deeper. A massive 84% of those tragic accidents involve motorbikes. Now, that doesn't make the situation any less serious, but it totally changes the risk calculation for a traveler who's, not planning to rent a scooter and zip through city traffic. And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Your personal choices make all the difference. You are not just a statistic. By choosing to be careful, by wearing a seatbelt, by using reputable transport, you put yourself in a completely different risk category. It's a huge reminder that headlines just don't tell the whole story. All right, so now that we've put those big, scary warnings into perspective, let's get you kitted out with a street smart toolkit. We're going to talk about the most common scams you might run into, and more importantly, how to spot them a mile away so you can just navigate everything with total confidence. The closed temple scam. This is a classic, especially around big tourist spots in Bangkok. Someone super friendly will approach you and say, "Oh, the Grand Palace is closed today for a special ceremony." Spoiler alert, it's almost never true. Their real goal is to get you into their tuk-tuk for a special tour that, funny enough, always stops at a gem shop or a tailor where they earn a commission. The easy fix? Just give them a smile, say no thank you, and keep walking to the main entrance. Okay, the rental scam. You rent a scooter or a jet ski, have a great time, and when you bring it back, the owner suddenly finds a new scratch and demands a ton of money to fix it. Here's your defense. Before you even turn the key, pull out your phone and take a video of the entire vehicle. Point out every single little scratch and dent you see. And please, rule number 1, never, ever, ever leave your actual passport as a deposit. A photocopy, maybe. A cash deposit, fine, but never your passport. Right, this one happens in some of the nightlife areas. Someone on the street will try to lure you into a show promising cheap drinks or free entry. Once you're inside and have a drink, suddenly the bill arrives and it's absolutely insane. The simple way to avoid this is to only go to places that have clear prices on a menu and make sure you see that menu before you order anything. If they're being cagey about prices, just turn around and walk out. So what if you do find yourself in one of these sticky situations? First thing, stay calm. Getting loud and confrontational just doesn't work well in Thai culture. Calmly but firmly refuse to pay for things you didn't do. And if you can, just walk away. And here's the most important number to have saved in your phone, 1155. That's the tourist police. They are your friends. And trust me, just the act of saying you're going to call them often makes the whole problem disappear. Okay, let's talk about another kind of safety. The kind that comes from connecting with the culture. Because honestly, beyond just avoiding scams, understanding and respecting Thai customs is your ticket to a way smoother, richer, and just plain better trip. This is about preventing those awkward misunderstandings before they can even happen. A lot of this is just about simple gestures of politeness. When you visit a temple, make sure your shoulders and knees are covered. It's a sign of respect. Always take your shoes off before going into someone's home or a temple. And it's incredibly important to always show respect for the royal family. A couple of things to avoid. In Thai culture, the head is the most sacred part of the body, so never touch someone's head. And the feet are considered the lowest, so try not to point at people or things with your feet. These little things, they go such a long way. So after all that, after decoding the warnings, building our little toolkit, and getting a handle on the culture, I think we can see a much, much clearer picture. We can finally shift our focus away from the worry and back to what this is all about in the first place, the adventure. This is really the whole point. None of this is meant to scare you away. It's meant to empower you. Because being aware isn't about being afraid. It's about being prepared. And that knowledge is what turns a worried tourist into a confident, savvy traveler who's ready for an incredible experience. So, with that preparation in your back pocket, the only real question left is, what are you going to see first? Will it be the wild energy of Bangkok's markets, the peaceful green mountains up north, or finding that one perfect beach in the south? Your adventure is right there, waiting for you.
Open your mind, the world is wide. Let's go explore, it's time to fly. One life to live, one road to run. Keep chasing dreams.